much cost land? Can foreigner buy a land in Ukraine or not? The cheapest is $500. Hello my dears, it's Olga today with you, and in this video I want to talk with you about land prices. I will tell you the difference in land categories in Ukraine, how much does it cost, and can you buy it as a foreigner or not. So if you're interested, please stay with me. The very first question which I want to answer, can foreigner buy a land in Ukraine or not? Actually, foreigner can buy land in Ukraine, but land in Ukraine is categorized by so many categories. Foreigners, they cannot buy agricultural land, but they can buy all other kind of lands which is in Ukraine. So, which type of lands we have? First of all, land which cannot be purchased by the foreigner. This is agricultural land. Many guys think that agricultural land, this is a house which have garden next to it and you can grow up vegetables. No, agricultural land, that's a field like that, which is made for agriculture. You see? That is very big and it's made for agriculture. So it can be owned only by Ukrainian citizens and nobody else can buy it or have, even if you are owning of Ukrainian company, but you are foreigner, you cannot purchase this kind of land. So which kind of categories of the land exist in Ukraine? We can have agricultural land for the farming. We can have just land for growing vegetables and something like that, and you are not allowed to build a house on this land. Or we can have land for building house, and for sure you can make small garden next to it. That's your own choice or whatever you want, but it's considered land for building a house. Or we can have land which is considered for recreation, so you can do only some kind of resort there. Or you have land which can be for industry. So there is many, and the last one is land for commercial use. So you can make something commercial there. And for example, this kind of house, that's a house with the land under. So this all kind of like a garden or whatever you want to consider it, it is still considered land for building a house. So this garden is not considered like agricultural land. And I want to tell you that based on Ukrainian law, you cannot own a house and don't own land in under. You must owner of the house and owner of the land. It should be the same person. We cannot have any other option. This kind of land, that's not for agricultural field. As you can see, even that there is different places and different people is growing up something. This means this is a land where you cannot build a house, but this is for gardening only. Such kind of land can be purchased by foreigner as well. I already know that there will be guys who will ask me, so how much cost land? I will tell them, you know, it's different price. Yeah, tell me the cheapest. Okay, the cheapest is $500. Okay, I want to buy this land which is $500. So guys, don't ask me even such questions because it is nonsense, and I will not even respond to such questions. Okay, so let's start with example from Kiev, exactly as this is the city which everybody asks for. As I already told you, there is no exact price even in one city, and I choose you same size land, and the first land which we can see, that's the land which cost $18,500, and that's the land for gardening only, so you cannot build a house here, it's not allowed, so you can just do some garden work and that's all. Next land is $38,500. That's land which is categorized like for house building. There is no house still. That's the only land which they have. Here they show what's around, where is it located, the plan of the land and so on. So this one exactly same size, but it's in other place of Kiev, exactly inside of the city. It costs $38,500 only for the land. Next one, that's the land which is located in some kind of closed community, also in Kiev, also same 0.08 hectares, and it has its own security. As you see, it has a river, it has a lot of nice facilities, and for the same size of the land, now you will pay $115,000 only for land. And the last one, again the same size, which I found inside of the Kiev. It's also for house building. It cost $140,000 because it's in Pechersk region, which is considered one of the most luxury neighborhood in Kiev. And as they mention here that you can reach metro actually by walking. You have a lot of shopping malls, a lot of supermarkets, everything, gas, water pipe, electricity, everything around. So that's why the land is super expensive. Here they show you all the documents, they show how located the land. Also they describe that part is flat and part is on the hill, so you actually need to see is it possible to build something or not. But the same size I showed you, there is different for different types, or let's say for the house even building you can buy with $38,500, and the same size you can buy with $140,000 just because of different location and different facilities around this land by itself. Okay, now let's go to Odessa because many guys ask me about Odessa always, and Odessa has one thing that it's located next to port, next to sea, so it's considered like resort, and I guess the land here is even a little bit more expensive than in Kiev, sometimes depends from the location. So this one, for example, they promise it is 5 minutes to the sea, so it means that you can build something and make it commercialized, I guess. And the size is 0.05 hectares and it costs $60,000. Another one which I found approximately same size, even little bit smaller, it's $85,000 just because it is nice place. They didn't try that it's next to the sea, but they just tried that it's nice place, very flat, it has all communications like electricity, water and so on. That's why it cost $85,000. And the last one which I found, again 10 minutes to the sea in some good location where you can see there is a lot of nice houses built around, and this one cost $140,000 because it's not far from the sea, it has nice neighborhood, and that's the price. How much does it cost? And the last one, just to compare how prices can be different, I even didn't go to some village, I go to a city which called Kropyvnytsky, which I consider there is not really something touristic or potential or whatever. It's just in the middle of Ukraine, but it's a big regional center. So the land, approximately, I try to show you the same size land, so you will compare the prices. Here you can buy with $4,000. They are selling land in some part of the city. I'm not aware where is this part. Maybe this is bad part or what. But whatever, they're selling land with $4,000. Then again, another land which I found in some other place of this Kropyvnytsky. It's also $4,000 where you can build a house. That's what they write, that this is a place for building the house. They show the road around and so on. And the last one is 5,000. Unfortunately, it's even 0.1 hectare. It doesn't have pictures, but in general I just want to show you and let you understand the prices, that in other part of Ukraine there is nothing special, nothing interesting. You can find totally different prices for the same type land. I will explain you why. Because land price in general in Ukraine, this is some kind of like price for the diamond. How much costs diamond? How much costs diamond at all? Can anybody answer this question? Diamond price by itself depends from so many factors, from color, from cut, from shape, how much is it shining, how much is it big or small, how much is it rare or not, does it has ultraviolet light or not, and so many other different things that you cannot say 100% that diamond of this size always costs this much, because there is so many parameters. Same about Ukrainian land. So if you want to know the price, it depends. You cannot even say that in Kiev area land costs this much, in Lviv area this much, in Odessa this much, in just deep village land costs this much. There is nothing like that, because every piece of land has its own price, especially if you are talking about land which is supposed to be for house building. That's totally like diamond, you know. So first, is it flat, or is it on hill, or is it totally something crazy? Is it square shape, or it has so many angles? Is it is there any water, gas, electricity, or everything exactly next to this land? So you can just once you will be building house, you can just connect it exactly to your land, or the nearest is 5 kilometers, and if you want to have electricity or gas, for example, you need on your own cost bring all these things to you, or solve by yourself, or whatever you will do, because there is no electricity around, no water, no gas heating, or nothing else. So these things is getting considered. Now a little bit as per documents which you need to have to buy a land in Ukraine. You just need your passport copy, translated, tax ID which you can obtain in Ukraine, that's not problem. And that's all. This is all documents which is required. That doesn't require anything special. Again, predicting questions: can Filipino, Indian, Pakistan, any other buy land in Ukraine? Everybody, foreigners, all are foreigners for Ukraine. So if you are foreigner, you can buy all kind of land except agricultural land. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you need any assistance from my team, please, you are most welcome to contact us on email for more questions. And I hope that this video was useful for you, and if it was, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel.